What's up, everybody? Mr. Thrasha here. Today we're checking out clown locations. Never been done before. This is going to be pretty cool. I love this movie. From the Master of Terror, Eli Roth. Clown. It's my favorite clown movie. Perfect time of year. Let's go. Before we get right into the clown locations today, I want to give a shout out to Halloween Filming Locations. Follow him on Instagram. Paul's a great guy. He can find anything. He helped me find the homes in this film. I'd found all the other spots, but could not find any of the residences. So here's the first of 3 we're going to see. And thank you, Paul H., for tracking these down. Halloween Filming Locations. Follow him on Instagram. This is the McCoy residence. And right across the street would be Walt's house in the film. Right across the street at 1880. So we got Walt's house and the McCoy residence. 1879, Ferncroft. This is an unlisted address. Luckily, no one's home.
Yes.
Right now, so
exactly.
you can take a look. This was the McCoy house.
Yep.
This is where Kent and his family lived in the film. That makeshift mailbox would have been here. I just love that scene. Love that scene. And he tears off down this road, and you see all these houses as he heads around this corner. Pretty cool. You see a few pumpkins out there. Halloween decorations. Here's your good exterior shot here of the McCoy house. The film will get the left side of the house here. Nice sunny day here to check out clown locations. So, at the beginning of the movie, the mom's on the phone and the clown cancels, and then Walt is at work. He's selling a house, and we're gonna go check that out. But she says the clown cancels and he finds the suit. We're gonna go to the house next where he finds that suit. But when he comes back, this is where they had the birthday party here at the McCoy residence. And then he can't get the suit off after the party. Pretty cool. All the stone here on the house look exactly the way it did in the film. Front walkway. Pretty much nothing's changed on this exterior residence in the last 10 years. All right, so now we're at the house that Walt was selling. You do see the 1650 in the film. I was looking for this house for a very long time. These peak roofs here. Hard to see the left side as you do in the film. If I walk up the sidewalk here a bit, get a full view of it. Much more going on the front lawn than there was in the film, but this is the house he was selling where he finds the suit. And I looked for this for a long time and was not going to do these locations till I found it. Thank you once again, Halloween Filming Locations. Paul, you're the man. Thank you for finding this. Follow Halloween Filming Locations on Instagram. With the for sale sign there to the left from the film. A lot less going on the property here in the film, but house looks the exact same, just a bit of a different color. Wow, such a cool house. This is where he finds the cursed clown suit. So he gets the call from his wife as he's going over papers for the house, finalizing some details, and basically she tells him the clown is canceled. He goes into the basement, finds a trunk with the clown suit in it.
Okay, bye. Ooh.
All the interior shots and the actual basement was filmed here, up for debate. What an amazing exterior though. Let's take a look at it from the right side now. Been looking for those peaked roofs forever. It was Google mapping. Paul's the man. Paul found the exact street. So yeah, this was Walt's house, and when they were filming across the street at the McCoy residence, they would have had all the cameras and everything set up here, as the lady who lives here was telling us. She had never even seen the movie.
No.
So we talked to her for about 20 minutes straight about things they were filming here.
Yep.
And she's like, wow, that was 10 years ago and we never saw the film. So we told her to check it out. And yeah, this was Walt's house in the film. We told her definitely the exterior was certainly used. Gemma's checking out clown filming locations with us. Gemma. So here, 1879, Ferncroft was the McCoy residence, and directly across the street at 1880 is Walt's house. But this was the exterior predominantly used. Of course, the back deck. The exterior on the back deck was not filmed here, nor was it filmed across the street. Aw Cliff Child Center, right here, acted as Jack's school. So the morning after, he puts on the little clown show in the suit he found at the house he's selling. He drops Jack off right here before heading back to the house. This is Jack's school. Jack forgets his lunch, so he calls him back, gives him his lunch, and all the parents are noticing that he's dressed as a clown still. That was right here. Jack's school.
Lunch!
Thanks, Gemma.
So this is the house he was selling, and he finds the suit. He had a whole crew in there. So he returns here the day after the party when he realizes he can't get the suit off. He shows up dressed as the clown, right?
Yes.
And the crew's going, who are you?
Yeah.
Miguel, I'm sorry. Are you Miguel?
Why are you dressed like a clown?
And so this house actually belonged to a guy who passed away. So the suit was there because it belonged to another guy in the film played by Peter Stormare, who's awesome in this movie.
Yes.
I love Peter's work in this movie.
Yeah.
And he knows the whole story of the cursed clown suit and where it came from. And the origins are incredible.
Yes, it was a Nordic aristocrat that it came from. And the shipment that he received with everything in it, the suit was pristine and intact. Everything else had been eaten and fallen apart.
Aviation Parkway, 801, La Cité. And this is where they filmed all the interiors of the hospital scenes. So when he can't remove the clown costume, he comes to the hospital right after she rips off his nose in the house. And then you see him here at the hospital, and he's being attended to by the doctor. That was in here, in the all hospital scenes. You can actually see these doorways from some of the interior shots. Pretty nice area. The Aviation Museum is just over here. Pretty cool though. So, here, this building. Most likely this one, used as the hospital interiors. The hospital interiors for sure were in here.
What kind of makeup do you usually use?
I'm not a clown!
Then Kent comes here to Fontenelle Restaurant on Montreal Road. And he's looking over the papers here for the house at 1650, trying to figure out the owner, what's happening to this costume in his body. Kent comes here to look over the papers for 1650. The house he's selling at 1650 where he found the suit. We're gonna have a little meal here, right where Kent did.
Still hungry?
More or less on this table, as you're gonna see. Sorry about the glare. There's the doors right there behind him. So he was actually right about in this vicinity. You can see the doors right there behind him, so he's right in this vicinity right here.
Yep.
There's the other shot.
On this one, he's at a booth though, because you can see there's the wall.
Yeah, so they actually shot both. They shot him right here, and then to do the scene with the child, he was over here where Meg is holding down our table, and he's craving the child as the child's looking at him from here. So they've used the booth and this table over here. Yeah. So I thought those were windows, but yeah, they're mirrors on the wall. I thought this was a separate part of the restaurant. Okay, so there you go. Enjoying yourselves?
Yes, absolutely.
Very much.
Yeah.
Meg here, Darren. Please subscribe to their channel, Magical Vacation Memories. I will post a link in the description. Meg is consuming here.
See?
It's like a French toast burrito. Look at that.
Huge.
That is a big Nutella crepe.
Getting your carb intake.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
Cheeseburger over here.
My bacon cheese.
Some beef eater fries.
A bacon cheeseburger. Got your eggs there. Look at that. That's your French toast.
With bananas.
Yeah.
Banana French toast. And bacon.
Yum.
We're ready. We need more energy to hit more locations. Let's do it. Over here at St. Bridget's Church here in Lower Town, Ottawa. Center for the Arts. Right here. Get a shot as I'm heading across this crosswalk. Got Darren up here getting his shots. And they use the interior here as Carlson's office. This is Carlson's office where he first gets the call from Kent. And Kent has to tell him that he found the suit. Incredible building. St. Bridget's. We will attempt to get inside. So Carlson's office where he receives the call from Kent. And Kent notifies him that his brother has passed away and that he had found the clown suit in the basement of the house. Carlson's office would have been just in here. Very old, incredible looking church here. This is going to be cool to see just from the outside, but we will attempt to get in. That built in, finished construction in 1890. Love this architecture. Pretty wild.
I'm gonna ask and see if we can get in.
Let's see if we can get in. We'll attempt it. We'll attempt. More shots here. See the cross up there. Might look small on camera. It's jagged. We're gonna head in here. They got a bar down there. The gentleman said we could get a good shot. What they used to film in the interior here. Pretty cool entryway. So Carlson would have been right up here. And you notice all this in the clip I'm going to show you, but it is where he receives the first call from Kent that his brother had passed and that Kent was wearing the suit.
That's fine. Be careful. It's old and fragile. It doesn't seem very fragile.
Let's take a few extra moments here to admire this. I'm so glad we got in here.
Come to my warehouse. Yeah, I can get there.
The Center for Performing Arts, so they do a lot of shows here. And they filmed that scene from Clown in here. Really an interesting choice of spot to make for his office, but beautiful.
There's a little TLC.
It's beautiful architecture. It's incredible. There's some wear up here. This part needs some reparations, but there you go.
Here on the ceiling. The stained glass work in here is unbelievable.
Definitely. Look at that. All right, we gotta check out Carlson's warehouse. A Fine Thing Antiques. Don't want to leave. This is amazing. Actually informing us that this church was also used in a movie Cuba Gooding Jr. was in. Sacrifice, right? 2011?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
There's a shot right there. Sorry about any glare, but it's a shot of them in the cathedral that we were just in. So, okay, they've used this for quite a few productions then, I'm guessing. It's an amazing church, I'm not surprised.
Very cool.
Appreciate the info, man.
No problem. No, I actually just thought that was why you're in here when you mentioned the film.
Yeah, no, we were looking for the movie Clown.
Yes, cool, man.
So yeah, very cool to find out that
It's
Sacrifice
cool
is filmed.
Cuba Buck in there as well.
I bet.
Look at the architecture in here. It's insane. It receives the call from Kent. Peter Stormare was right in here in the interior filming. Don't put on the suit. Whatever you do, don't put on the suit. We're at a Fine Thing Antiques on Somerset, and this is where Carlson's warehouse was. So in the film, we have to take these shots from up here on the bridge. There's no way to get down here. You obviously do not see this big pile of dirt in the film. However, you do see these 3 warehouse windows in the shot I'm about to show you when Kent pulls up. He pulls up from this direction. Up here from the left, there was a tree blocking out the windows over here. So you only see these 3 warehouse windows. And they did shoot the interiors here, so we're gonna go in and check out the interiors of a Fine Thing Antiques used as Carlson's warehouse. Notice these signs here, Fine Thing Antiques, and this Antiques one here. You actually see these in the film. Of course, they're smashed out, making this look like more of a desolate warehouse. Really, it's right here off of Somerset. And they use the interiors as well. We're gonna go in there, take a look. Just thought I'd point out the signage here, seen in the film. Awesome things to see here in a Fine Thing Antiques. Every type of antique you can imagine. Hello. So they would have used quite a few areas of this store to film Carlson's warehouse. This almost looks like the chest. Well, it doesn't really look like it, but about the same size as the chest where he finds the suit back at that house. Just gonna give you a full kind of interior shot of a Fine Thing Antiques here. They would have cleared out some areas where they could do the filming. So it's in here. It's actually down over here, close to this wall where they shot most of the scenes. And he gives them the tea. Gives them the tea, and he pretty much tells them the creepy origins of the clown.
His white face and red nose to make people laugh.
Here in Carlson's warehouse, where after he gives Ken the tea, Kent starts drinking the tea and he explains the origins of the clown, who lived up in the mountains with his face white as snow and his nose blistered red from the cold. He lived up in the caves where he tried to lure the children. Pretty cool. Just a shot of the whole area that they utilized in the film. It's pretty cool. Everything looks pretty similar, especially the lights hang down. Actually, the ones with the fans that you see in the film. These beams and stuff, all seen in the film as well. So these marks here on this door are actually from shooting.
Yeah.
He said they took about 5 takes. The owner of the shop was just explaining this. These are actually... Oh, right, yes, because he throws the cleaver after he takes it out of his shoulder. So this was one of the takes. He whips it at the wall. It would have hit the door. Was seen in the film as well. It's lined with books.
It was shot in one night.
They just shot it one night here.
Yeah.
Okay. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Peter Stormare. Now we got the owner of the shop talking about Peter Stormare here.
Yes.
Yeah, so he was filming right here. Brewing tea back there. Use this area. Pretty awesome.
Thank you.
Yes. Thanks so much.
They're going to be tearing this old building down in a couple of years.
Oh no.
Well, they've been threatening that for 12. Dome Cell developers had it
Yeah.
for 12 years. I don't know, it's Ottawa slowly. So, but now a big corporation bought it, Taggart. So
Did you?
we'll try to get him distracted on something else
Yes.
there.
Did you get to meet Peter while he was in here?
Oh, yes, I
filming?
met him here.
Awesome. That's cool.
Yeah, he didn't drink wine. I had a bottle of Pinot Grigio.
Okay.
It was all filmed till, I think the last take was around midnight. They started at 3 or 4 in the afternoon, setting up and sound and clothing and whatnot. Yeah. And they were catered 3 times. Food outside, and nobody had any food. I guess it wasn't for the staff, it was just for the actors.
Just in case they needed it.
Well, I did, of course. I said, I'm almost famous. See, those are blood stains, or that colored blood.
Those are stains from
Yeah.
the film.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. And that is from when he threw the
Yeah.
cleaver, right?
Yeah.
After taking it from his
They
shoulder.
had, I think, 4 or 5 takes.
There was a mirror somewhere, probably set up in front of the
3, 4,
door.
5, I think 5 takes. Well, there was a practice one, I guess.
Yeah.
But this one was the real one.
That's the real one.
That's the real one. That was like, if you, yeah, you can feel it. We were back there.
Deadly.
I'm sorry, I just...
Yeah. In this general vicinity, tries to cut off his head with the cleaver. Ken overpowers him, and Kent gets him back in his vehicle and takes him back to his house.
Jim, it's skin and hair of a demon.
Wow, look at that old radio right there. That's pretty cool. Got Carrie Fisher here with Jabba the Hutt, C-3PO.
Cigarette tins.
Love that old radio right there. Old clocks. This bell here.
Who the hell is that? He tried to cut off my head.
The part where he brings Peter Stormare in the back of his car here. They return to the house here, and the family comes out, and he ends up breaking the guy's arm right here.
Yeah.
So we were just having a conversation with the nice lady who lives across the street at Walt's house. You do not see Walt's house. All the cameras and everything were set up here, as she was explaining. She said they did that scene about 20 or more times of him backing into the mailbox, which would have been set up here, and then pulling right out here.
Yeah. To be able to talk to the owner of one of the homes that was actually featured in the movie.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. She said they took that scene about 20 or more times right here. So you would have had, like I said, Peter Stormare sitting in the back of the car, tied up, and he goes into the house. I don't think the interiors were actually filmed in there. They could have been. I'm not exactly sure. If you look at the door, from what we can see, it looks like it would be the same on the other side, like you see in the film. But anyways, those scenes took place out here. Whew, peels right out here. It's where he went, Gemma. It's where he went. There you go. 1879. McCoy House exterior. You can get an even better shot of this side of the house from the left side. I like to be thorough. My location videos are no torrid affairs. Go in depth. So yeah, kept selecting this as the main exterior of the McCoy house because of that stonework there in the front of the house. Looks the exact same, as do the windows in the film. Letting Gemma stretch her legs here. We're at Raw Cliff Park still, and we're looking for the spot where he's starving in the woods. And a child approaches. He asks him if he has any food. Iron pine cones. So they're iron cones.
Big iron cones.
Iron cones. Look at these iron pine cones. Ooh, I had to take a peek at those. Iron cones. Kinds of cool monuments and stuff in this park. So we're trying to track down the trees where he removes that poor kid's fingers, but all the scouts would have been set up in this area. They were having a bonfire and stuff, so there was kids in the area. At this point, he's craving children. His stomach's growling, needs to feed on children. So I'm pretty sure the whole little meetup of kids with their tents and whatnot it was dark, so you couldn't see all the detail in the park, but the whole meetup is probably in this vicinity. We see Jack exit the school and head this direction, and he was heading back home after being bullied. Kids tried to put paste on his face so he would look like his father. So he leaves school and then he heads this way. Angle here from the right, what was used as Jack's school. So you will find Jack's school right here, Rawcliffe Park. Kent Street, like Kent from the film. Look at this thing, it's like a giant teapot or something. It's not a teapot, but pretty big. Pretty big. Now we're at the gas station that he comes to, and he goes into the bathroom, which would have been into that blue building. Of course, the interiors of that were not actually shot here because you can see that there's no door. We'll get closer to the blue building in a minute. He goes into the blue building, there's a bunch of stalls, and he hides in one of the stalls, but that was of course not filmed in there. But there's the blue building right there. You don't see the gas station in the shot I'm about to show you. That door that he goes in and out of in the middle, just beyond that black car, as you can see it protruding out from the building. Hard to get the angling as they film from over there, and the blue building looks a lot bigger, but this is the actual size of it here. You don't see the gas station or the pumps at all in the shot. You just see the blue building with the door that kind of protrudes out, which would have been the door that they added. The bathroom interiors were obviously not shot here. It could have been shot at a school or another gas station, but this is the blue building he runs out of in the film. Plows over one of the kids' fathers right there, and then you see him head this way.
Get away from me!
Shot here of the blue building, so would have just set up a fake door here. You don't actually see him go into the door or out, you just kind of see him just as he's coming out and heading that way. Again, they film from across the street, so you kind of see the road. Almost looks like he's running out into the road after he plows over that child's father. Would have plowed him over right here. Shot of the protruding doorway here that they added just right here. Again, they make the building look a lot longer in the film. Some other things set up in front of it, but this is what it actually looks like right here. Movie trickery, movie magic. Okay, so we're here on Montreal Road at the Concord Motel. It's gonna be some banter because there's lots of screaming children all over the parking lot. But this is where Kent came to check in to his motel room. Pretty cool. This is where he arrives. There's a little kid over here as he's opening up the door. They had a fake kind of system thing, punch code thing, and he kind of breaks it off the wall here. And the little kid's standing here. He's like, "You sound hungry." So much in the film went down right here in room 37. I'm not fully sure if the interiors are where he tries to shoot himself in the head in the bathroom. Not sure if that bathroom was filmed in there or not. Most likely a soundstage, but here's where it all takes place right here. Room 37, 333 Montreal Road, Concord Motel, if you're looking for this. From Clown. Tree scene in the film. This whole dark area of the motel. Room 37. was Kent's room. Eventually he leaves to head to the hardware store to find another suicide option, right?
That's where he goes to get the circular saw.
Went to get the circular saws. Should we go over and look for some circular saws?
Yes, let's.
All right, let's head to that hardware store. Okay, now we're here in Preston Hardware. So after Kent checks into the motel, he pretty much realizes he's gonna try to kill himself and that's the only answer. So he comes to look for a saw, and he comes here, this exact establishment, Preston Hardware. Manager who was here, he said they renovated in the last 10 years, but all the DeWalt saws that we were looking at over there used to be on the wall here. So this was probably the actual location where he was looking at the saws right here. Pretty cool, look at these. It's Rocky Mountain hardware set. Different types of hardware, door handles. DeWalt saws in here. This exact type of saws he was looking at. He was trying to set two of these up back to back so he could fall back in a chair and cut his own head off. So if it wasn't over there, it was just over here. This is about what the section looked like, but this is where it is now. But they seem to think it was filmed just at the end of the aisle over there. The child approaches from this side, and he opens the door right after Walt's second attempt at suicide, and one of the saw blades shoots at him. He's standing just beyond this door right here. Shoots right through the center of his body.
What is that?
But then he can satisfy his craving for children, right?
That's right, because the child is now dead, so he is not killing the child, so he doesn't feel the remorse.
Oh.
So he...
On his way to breaking the curse.
Yes.
I think he consumed his first full child right in here.
Yes.
All took place here. Pretty awesome how nothing has changed with the room at all. Of course, all the shots, for the most part, were done at night. You actually see this tree in the shot right here when his wife pulls up to see if he's here, and then she gets him to come to the door. She got the keys from the office, and then he comes out right here. She takes him back home. So you see that tree in the shot I'm about to show you when her van pulls up. Room 37. It's the room he fully consumes that kid. And his failed suicide attempts. Pretty cool. 333 Montreal Road. Everything looks the same here, especially the yellow brick and the windows. Everything's the same. That's the exact same door number as you see in the film right there. He unfortunately, poor little boy, spoiler alert, meets his demise right here in this door frame. Boy meets saw blade.
Want some cereal?
Yeah, this tree here to the left, you don't see that in the film as much. You get a better shot of the full house, but it's obviously grown up a lot in the past decade. 10 years ago. No one else is gonna bring you this, so.
No.
Me and Darren.
That's
magical vacation memories.
Yes. Thanks,
Great.
Thrasha. This is a great idea to come out and do this.
No problem, man.
Great movie.
It's a good time of year, man. It's Halloween.
Yes.
On the left side of Walt's house, from the left of this tree. Pretty cool. You just wouldn't tell by watching the movie when you're looking at shots of the McCoy residence that her father, Walt's house, is directly across the street here. But during the film, I guess it would be in here, she comes back home and Walt's there, and I guess Jack, the kid, is up in his room, And unfortunately, spoiler, Walt meets his demise right in here. Really cool to be here. I'd say the most notorious house from the film. These roofs are awesome. Part of me wants to go inside and go into the basement and see if there's a chest with a clown suit. His wife returns here, and then she finds the camera in the basement in that weird chair. It's actually pretty creepy. And then she like pretty much finds the photo of Carlson dressed as the clown, and then she has to go confront him at the hospital. The clown suit house. It's where he found the suit, Gemma. In the basement. She's scared. So cool. Giving me a good right to left shot. That looks like the front steps are pretty much the same. Some of the colors changed a bit, but the whole crew is just sitting on those steps right there. There you go. Nice. Sunburst shot of the left side of the house here. We're at 2477 Caladar Avenue. This was Midway Fun Park here. I think some of the stuff might have been in there. Can't say for sure. Hadn't been here in a long time, and it's been closed for quite some time. And they filmed this about 10 years ago, but this is where they were exiting the building, so the exterior shots are definitely here, but I think all the mini putt and all that stuff was in that building.
Let go of him!
That was filmed right here, and then they passed by this portion of the wall here. And then I believe they go back to the house. As the movie builds towards the end, they're utilizing the basement, which is supposed to be here at the McCoy house. And there's a whole fight that ensues between the wife and the clown here in the garage. Whether that was probably on a soundstage, but this is the garage anyway. And this would be the house with the basement where Kent's chained up. This is where the movie ends, back here at the McCoy residence. Said they have the whole showdown in the garage there with the clown, and he's chained up in the basement. The dog, poor dog, his head cut off. Spoilers. There is going to be some spoilers, of course, but still watch the movie if you haven't seen it. Please like, please subscribe. If you're new here, subscribe and let you know when a new episode goes up. Never know what you may be missing here on the Mr. Thrasha Show. Thank you to Magical Vacation Memories. Subscribe to him and Meg's channel. Thank Darren for being in today's video.
Thanks, Johnny. It's been great. Enjoy the filming locations with you, and for those watching our video, make sure you go and subscribe to Mr. Thrasha. He's got some great stuff, lots of great filming locations, and some great local content from around Ottawa area. Some great stuff from Niagara, so absolutely be sure to go and like and subscribe his videos, and also ring that notification bell so that you're kept up to date when he posts new content.
Ring the bell. Ring the bell. And now you got some more Ottawa filming locations here.
Yes.
Been wanting to do this for a while, so thanks for tuning in, everybody. Clown locations. Ottawa's greatest horror movie. McCoy residence. Thanks again, everybody. And thank you, Dan.
Thank you.